I'm missing something. He continues to inspire and educate future leaders. He has appointed 70 plus organizations at various high positions at the same time, and also appointed ambassador by 65 plus bodies almost in all disciplines. In recognition of his contributions to teaching and research, Dr. Mungekar has received 950 plus international, national, and state awards, 9 national scientific patents, and 18 world records, making him one of the most decorated academics in the world. Professor Dr. Mungekar is a visiting faculty member at 63 plus many national and foreign universities, and he served as the Director of Research Innovation at Offa University, Lighthouse Leadership University, Dominion of Impact International Bible University, and the Global Ministry Discipleship Institute, and the Dean of International Development at Theophane University. Professor Dr. Mungekar is also a successful author of 7 books, including Introduction to Sustainable Development Goals, Education and External Assets, Leadership Superintendence, Sustainable Horizon, Finding Balance, Inscribe on Stem Cell Science, which is the best seller. Professor Mungekar is also co-author of 15 books, represented India in more than 400 plus international conferences as keynote speaker, and published more than 45 plus research papers in various international journals, also working as editor for some journals. As a Vice Chancellor at Unified Theological Seminar, USA, University of Kingdom of Atlantic in Singapore, and also Westbury University in Zimbabwe, and Wisdom University Gobe in Nigeria, Dr. Mungekar brings his expertise to this prestigious institute. Additionally, he is the first youngest pro-chancellor, founder of the University of Expertise, which speaks to his entrepreneurship spirit and dedication to innovation. After serving 14 months as Vice Chancellor this year, or last year, 2023, he got promoted and became Chancellor of Wisdom University Gobe, Nigeria. He is the first Indian to be appointed as Dean in CCOL, London. First India to be appointed in all academic high position at the same time. So Professor Dr. Mungekar's achievements have earned him several prestigious titles, including Lecturers Magnificus, Duke, HRH, Sir, and the Medieval Fellowship, United Kingdom, highest academic honor. He's also the first Indian to receive the distinguished title Professor Wisdom from Institutions Cultura Colombia Castor Poter Magnet, and that is Colombia, South America. So, permit me to welcome Professor Dr. Pratik Mungekar from India to discuss with us this morning on magic of marketing. You are welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth, for the kind introduction and invitation. So, yes. So today's my topic is magic of marketing, the magic of marketing. So the real meaning of marketing is not about advertising and selling, but choosing the right customers in the first place. Then being prepared to put them at the center and build your business around their requirements. Listen to them and respond to their changing needs. That's the meaning of marketing. So, marketing is not just a posh word for selling. It's much more radical than that. Marketing, in its widest and best sense, is about aligning your whole business to the changing needs of your customers. Now, first, I'm going to discuss the marketing problem. Okay. Uh, Oscar Wilde wrote one of the great, what you can say, businessman. The play was a great success, but the audience was a total failure. He wrote, some people tell me their business is fine. The problem is the customers, usually a lack of them. The marketing problem they claim to have is that they cannot convince people to buy their things. That's the problem. And their real problem is that their business is built around themselves and their their products or services not around customers' needs. So they do their thing in a customer free zone, a kind of creative vacuum. So they are product focused, not customer focused. Then they hope that some marketing magic will sell it. It's as if they believe marketing is a kind of magic or magic dust that clever marketers can just sprinkle onto any old product or service to make it sell like hotcakes to anyone. So successful creative enterprises are truly customer focused, not in the sense of putting customers in the sides as if firing products at them, but putting the customer at the center of their universe so that their entire business revolves around them. It is fundamentally different philosophy. So it's a shift of thinking from how can we sell what we want to create to how can we use our creativity to provide what customers want to buy. So that's a shift. So the word marketing encompasses both science and art as well as a wide range of skills, but essentially it can be separated into strategic marketing and operational marketing. Now, what is strategic and operational marketing? So operational marketing is the more visible side: advertising, public relation, and selling, that is about communicating towards customers, telling them about products and services. So strategic marketing concerns itself with deciding what products and services to produce in the first place based on customers' changing needs. So it is responsible for aligning the whole organization around the needs of particular customers. It is crucial that strategic marketing comes first because unless your initial business formula is right, matching particular products and services with selected customers profitably, then operational marketing will fail, no matter how clear or creative the advertising. So the strategic marketing formula includes decisions about which customers to serve. So this is not a matter of opportunism, but at the heart of your business formula and route to success. Now, customer focus. So, what is customer focus? Selecting the right customers in the first place is an essential element of any successful business formula. Then, organizing your enterprise around the changing needs of these selected clients or market segments is what marketing really means. So, in other words, putting customers first at the beginning of the business process, not at the end. So, customers' needs have to be the whole point of the business from beginning to end. This is very important. That's why David Packard, co-founder of Hewlett Packard, famously said, "Marketing is too important to be left just to the marketing department. Marketing is the responsibility of the whole business, not just the salespeople at the end of the line. The most strategically focused businesses have a list of target clients that they have identified as fitting in with their business strategy. So David Ogilvy, founder of advertising agency Ogilvy and Mather, wrote in his book Confessions of an Advertising Man how he built up his business by targeting clients and focus on getting their accounts at all costs. So Ogilvy and Mather's clients list over 50 years include names such as American Express, Ford, Shell, Barbie, Kodak, IBM, Dove, and Maxwell House. For examples of other creative businesses that have targeted specific customers, like Mango Group, Sprout. There are many big brands. So marketing is definitely not a matter of trying to please all the customers all the time, but selecting the customers you can partner with most effectively and profitably. So matching their needs with your creative skills, just as business strategy includes deciding what not to do, so strategic marketing includes deciding which customers not to deal with. So not all customers are good customers. So trying to focus on every possible customers is not being focused at all. So this is about customer focus. Now segmenting the market. Okay, market segmentation. Now market segmentation is the process of dividing potential customers into groups with similar characteristics. So perhaps geography, gender, age, needs, industry, or whatever is most useful or relevant. So analyzing customer segment allows clear decisions to be made about prioritizing target segments and deciding which types of customers to avoid because they do not fit the specification of your business formula. So it can also help with operational marketing as each segment's similar characteristics can help to identify the most effective media channels to use to approach each group. So one particularly useful way of segmenting customers is based on the media they read and watch, since this also automatically indicates which advertising media to use. So existing customers are a useful resource because analyzing their characteristics can help you understand which market segments you can work with best. So despite the strategic approach advocated, your customer base may have developed more by accident than by design, and your current customers may help you to understand your business strengths and weaknesses if you ask them. So, furthermore, it's easier and cheaper, up to 5 times as much it is said, to win more business from existing clients compared to winning new customers. So, take care of them. And in addition, existing customers can be the route to new clients. Word of mouth is the best advertising and the cheapest. No, you don't need money. So encourage it to happen if it leads to the right kind of customer. Then very important point is listening to customers. So if customers are the whole point of the business from beginning to end, it is clearly not enough simply to talk at them at the end, but to listen to them from the beginning. So marketing is a dialogue, not a monologue. So listening to customers has many dimensions, but it is primarily an attitude towards customers as active partners, not passive targets. So this involves looking at things from customers' point of view. So marketing can be described as being close to the customer, and it includes market research, but not only the stereotypical market research, which makes me think of avoiding eye contact with people carrying clipboards in the high street and those annoying unwanted phone calls when I'm watching TV. So there are many ways of listening to customers and looking at things from the customer's point of view if you want to. So if you really want to know about markets and customer, you can find out through various means like indirect and direct, as well as direct means primary research. Market research also includes secondary, that means desk research using published data from industry analyses, government statistics, and trade journals, much of which is available in libraries or on the internet. So more directly, you can visit customers, is like invite them to focus groups and watch them use your product, or competitors. Visit them to see how they work. So get customers involved in new product development as new mind do. Explore how you can help their business develop. Last but not least, listen to them and establish a dialogue through feedback mechanisms, focus groups, and suggestion boxes, or even or over a lunch. Buy them a drink and get to know them. In return, you will get their good ideas and loyalty. Sometimes insights emerge about what customers are really buying, which may not be what you think you are selling them. For example, the apocryphal tales of the beer that was brought only because the empty can made an excellent oil lamp in Africa. So the bookstore that found nobody returned the voucher placed deep inside the Booker Booker prize-winning novel, because in reality people bought it to leave on their coffee table to impress their friends. So such unsettling observations help you to see things from the customer's point of view. Ask yourself, what do you know about your current customers, lost customers, and target customers? What would you ideally like to know? So devise a way of finding out. Then comes operational marketing. So if you get your strategic marketing right, then operational marketing becomes much easier. In other words, if you have devised a business formula around a natural fit between selected customers and the products they want at the right price, then advertising and promotion becomes more a matter of informing them rather than coercing them. So there is no need for cold calling or hard selling if you have listened to customers all along and they have been included in the project from the start. So on the other hand, even the most persuasive or or rather creative advertising will not sell a product if it's not what the customers want and at the right price. So the marketing mix is a blend of the four P's of marketing: product, price, promotion, and place. So place really means distribution, but three P's and a D does not have the same ring to it. So these four controllable elements can be blended in different ways to maximize sales. So as long as the product is right for the carefully selected target, what you can say, market. Promotion is actually just one aspect of the marketing mix, but it's what people often mean when they use the term marketing as shorthand for advertising or public relations or other channels of marketing communications, including direct mail and attending trade shows. So all of these are essentially about getting the right message to right people in the most effective way, emphasizing benefits, not features. So operational marketing is always limited by budgets, and that budget can be very small indeed, especially for new creative businesses or startups. So sometimes, however, the cheapest is the best word of mouth recommendations. For example, so encourage this to happen and reward it when it does. So Mando Groups gives a percentage commission for recommendations that lead to a new work. So viral marketing used extremely effectively by Hotmail to advertise itself at the bottom of messages as email, Zoom, around the internet is also used by online originals as their ebooks are sent between friends sharing works of literature. So by adopting an attitude to customers as partners rather than passive targets, interactive forms of marketing come to mind. For example, websites that people can engage with, not just read, and printed material that invite a response. So all treat customers as active participants. rather than thinking of expensive and relatively untargeted mass marketing, which is in any case would be inappropriate for most creative businesses. So turn this approach on its head and decide which single customer would be perfect if you could only have a one. Then you have to track down this ideal customer and then find one more, then another, and so on so forth. So in conclusion, marketing is not a magic dust and that can make anything sell. The magic of marketing works when you put customers at the center and build your enterprise around their needs. So this is about the market magic of marketing. So I hope I tried my best to simplify this concept. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much for really expatiate what magic of marketing is. I just want to quickly ask a question. And that
Okay.
question is, can you throw more light into um product is the, I mean, product the the product is the first thing based on customer needs, So because yes, we are talking about the product, how do we relate it also into the services? Because some organizations we focus on delivering the service, and some organization we focus on the product. So how does it reflect the services, the services provider?
So what's your question exactly?
Okay, yeah, we've been talking about the product, that the product, where we need to focus on the products that will meet the customer's needs or expectation. So I'm also wanting to throw light into services, knowing that some organizations will focus on for services provided, while the other ones will probably focus on the products. So I just wanted to throw more light. How does the magic marketing works in the service providers?
Yes, because as I said earlier also that we have to this thing uh, what you can say, the real meaning of marketing is not about advertising and selling,
Mhm.
so like for example, if someone is providing some services, so they have to choose the right customers in the first place. Okay, that was the first step in any services. If you are providing some healthcare services, okay, then
Mhm.
you have to choose your right customers. Many of the time what
Okay.
happens, they just do social media marketing, or they just hire salesperson, and they generally say to their salespersons that you just this is your contact list and you have to call them, and they don't focus on their customers. So they have to prepare and to put them at the center, that this is our customers, which they or which these are the customers which can avail their services or products. And then accordingly you have to build your business around their requirements. Okay, you have to listen also to the customers, their needs. Okay, and response to their changing needs also. It's not about that we are providing these many services, these are the products which we can offer. Okay, that's it. No, you have to think from their perspective also, that if they are suggesting something in your services, like you have to modify these, you have to change these, or if you can provide these services, then you have to listen to them, and accordingly you have to respond to their changing needs, so that you can have a good business, and your services will be valued and respected.
Wow. Thank you so much for explaining that to me. So, to my own knowledge, to what you've taught us this morning, it's about magic of marketing is not really necessary marketing versus sales that people think it is. So my understanding from what you have presented to us is that magic marketing should be in operation right from the beginning of the business.
Yes.
Okay. And that makes me to say, can you also explain? Because I believe that if we are talking about that, that means before you think of organizing or establishing a business, you need to also think about the magic of marketing. That will lead me to research, isn't it? That means there shouldn't be a marketing research. Can you throw light into that for me, please? Because the way I'm seeing things now, that before you start business at all, you need to think about the marketing side.
Yes, and there are what you can say formulas which everyone have to remember that not all customers are good customers. This is the first thing. Then second, successful creative enterprises are truly customer focused. Okay, then look at the things from the customer's point of view. This is the third. So these three things which we have to remember always if you want to achieve something in your business or services, because the real meaning of marketing is not about advertising and selling, but choosing the right customers or right services in the first place, then being prepared to put them at the center and build your business around their requirements, listen to them, and respond to their changing needs. So that was my conclusion of today's talk.
Okay, let me ask you a question before you continue and continue. I mean, before you finish up. Because I did a little bit of marketing in my studies long time ago, more than 10 years ago. But you are the younger ones, you can enlighten us more about that. Does that mean that when we're talking about the magic of marketing, we also need to venture into customer behavior? We need to know more about customer behavior. Is that a good skill? I mean, is it a good tools that will give us the right customer? So I'm talking about the customer's behavior. Does it fall on this magic marketing?
Customer behavior with respect to what?
In respect to the product that you want to sell, because you've already have in mind the product you want to sell. And you need to know how it will meet the customer's needs, isn't it? So
So,
yeah. So what I'm
so
thinking is, should we also, as part of the marketing, should we also study customers' behavior in that area?
oh, okay, okay. So customers' behavior with respect to with respect to product, right?
Yes. In respect to the
Oh,
product you want to, yeah.
actually, the customer behavior with respect to products in marketing refers to the actions, decisions, and reactions of consumers as they interact with products and make purchasing choices. So understanding customer behavior is important for marketers to develop effective marketing strategies, tailor products to meet customers' needs, and ultimately drive sales. So actually, there are with respect to products and customer relationship, there are some key aspects of customer behavior in marketing. For example, need and wants. Okay, so customer behavior is influenced by the underlying needs and wants that drive that drive consumer demand. So marketers must understand the motivations and desires of the target audience, that is your customer, to create products that fulfill these needs and provide value. Then it's about perception and attitude. Customers form perception and attitudes towards products based on factors such as brand reputation, product quality, price, and past experiences. So positive perceptions and attitudes can lead to increase interest and purchase intent, while negative perceptions can deter customers from buying. Okay, then also it's very important here, decision making process. So customer behavior involves a decision making process that typically includes several stages like problem recognition, information search, evaluation of alternatives, purchase decision, and post purchase evaluation. So, marketers can influence customer behavior by providing relevant information, addressing concern, and offering incentives at each stage of decision making process. Then also influences, and there are other factors also, like customer behavior is influenced by various internal and external factors, including personal preferences. Then different persons have different lifestyle, demographics, while external factors include cultural norms, social influences, economic conditions, and marketing messages. So marketers must consider these factors also when developing marketing strategies and targeting specific customer segments. Then also nowadays, emotions and psychology matters. So this play emotion and psychology is also playing a significant role in customer behavior, influencing perceptions, attitude, and in decision making. So customers may have purchasing decisions based on emotional factors, such as their desire or fear or happiness or nostalgia sometimes. So marketers can leverage emotional appeals in their messaging and branding to content with customers on a deeper level. So overall, the understanding customer behavior is of course importance for marketers to develop customer centric marketing strategies and create products that resonate with their target audience and ultimately drive business growth and profitability. So we have to study customer behavior also and adapt their approaches accordingly. So marketers can build stronger relationship with customers, and if they study the behavior, and they can gain a competitive advantage in the marketplace.
Wow, wow, yeah. Thank you so much for answering that question. And can I also ask Professor another one simple question about this marketing strategies and marketers? Can I also ask why studying in the marketing or why you are operating the marketing's area? Does that mean that we also need to no, let me put it this way. How does branding comes in?
How
Branding,
does
how
brand?
does branding comes into the marketing section?
Oh, that's a very. I think I have explained already this thing, but
Mhm.
okay. Like, see, branding. The main, what you can say, branding plays a crucial role in marketing.
Maybe you've mentioned it before. Maybe I need to understand it more.
Yeah. See, it's branding plays very crucial role in marketing, and it's very, you can say, fundamental component of a company's overall marketing strategy. You can say branding is the backbone of marketing because there are many intersects, okay, with marketing, like brand identity. So branding involves creating a unique identity and personality for a company, product, and service. So this includes elements such as brand name, the logo, tagline, colors, typography, and brand voice. The different brands, they hire celebrities to brand their products, so that's brand voice. So brand identity helps differentiate a company from its competitors and establishes a recognizable and memorable presence in the minds of consumers. Then comes brand image. Okay, so branding shapes the perception and image of a company or product or services in the minds of consumers. So a strong brand communicates a clear message about the company's values, mission, and of course quality, then supporting trust and credibility among customers. So positive brand image can lead to increased brand loyalty, customer retention, and advocacy. Then brand positioning. Okay, so branding helps define the positioning of a company or a product in the marketplace. So this involves identifying the unique what you can say, proposition and target market for the brand and communicating it effectively to consumers. So brand positioning influences how customers perceive the brand relative to competitors and informs marketing strategies such as pricing, then distribution and promotion. Then comes brand equity. So branding contributes to the creation of brand equity, which represents the intangible value and goodwill associated with the brand. So strong brands command higher prices, enjoy greater customer loyalty, and are, because they are popular, they are established already, and are more resilient to competitive threats. Brand equity is built over time through consistent branding efforts, positive customer experiences, and effective marketing campaigns. Then comes brand communication. Branding guides the development of marketing communication strategies and messaging. So this includes advertising, public relations, of course, social media, content marketing, and the other promotional activities. So brand communication aims to reinforce the brand identity, convey brand values, and engage with customers in meaningful ways. And lastly, customer relationships. So branding supports relationships with customers by creating emotional connections and building brand loyalty. So customers develop affinity or affection for brands that resonate with their values, lifestyles, and aspirations. So effective branding strategies focus on building long-term relationships with customers, encouraging repeat purchases. Again and again they will buy if they like, if they enjoy, and generating positive word of mouth referrals, and they will say to their friends that this is good product, you have to buy this. So branding is integral to marketing and influences every aspect of how a company present itself to the market and interacts with customers. So strong branding creates differentiation, builds trust and loyalty, and drive customer engagement and business successes. So marketers must invest in developing and maintaining a strong brand identity to effectively compete in the marketplace and achieve whatever they want to achieve in their marketing objectives.
Wow, wow, you really explained it, and I'm so satisfied with what you have discussed. Because when you first mentioned it initially, I needed more in depth, and that is why I've asked that question so that I'm listening, others people are also listening. I know to this morning it's been so early, and many people will not be able to join, but with the recording of this something, it will go everywhere so that people can learn more about marketing, and most especially as well branding, which is very, very. Can you give us example, because you've explained it well for us? Can you give us an example of the company that use, that their branding is so strong in marketing?
Oh, there are many. You can see what you can say, the Amazon, the Facebook. These are also big companies who are very particular in their branding. For example, in Amazon, if you open Amazon, okay, every day you see some offers. If you buy these, you will get these, or lucky draw system. So that's also part of branding. And they are they every day they are launching something new, a lot of services, then some offers, so that their customers will buy those things. They are giving some discount, heavy discounts also, festive offers. So these all comes under branding. They already build their brands, okay, then they are maintaining brand image by giving good services. Like Amazon, if you order something, it will come to you nowadays within one day also you can get your product, or sometimes 2 or 3 days. So they ask feedback also by calling. Okay, if you don't want to, if you don't like, you can give feedback, they will make necessary changes also. So this you can these are some examples. Like also, if I explain in with respect to all those concepts, like for example, brand identity. So Nike is a shoes brand, very famous, and it's expensive. So Nike has a distinctive brand identity, characterized by its iconic swoosh logo, just do it. So that's logo tagline, just do it. So the logo symbolizes movement, speed, and athleticism, because it's about shoes. So while this tagline, just do it, conveys a message of empowerment and action. So that is their brand identity. Then brand image. Nike is known for its innovative products, then high performance athletic gear, and association with top athletes and sport teams. So the brand image is synonymous with excellence, achievement, and pushing the limits of human potential. Then brand positioning. Okay, so Nike positions itself as a premium athletic brand catering to athletes and fitness enthusiasts of all levels. So the brand emphasizes performance, innovation, and cutting-edge technology in its products, positioning itself as a leader in the sports industry. So Nike is a very famous brand. Then brand communication. So Nike's marketing campaigns, and their advertising efforts are highly impactful and resonates with its target audience. So the brand uses powerful storytelling, emotional appeals, and aspirational imagery to connect with consumers or their customers and inspire them to pursue their passions. Then brand equity. Nike has built significant brand equity over the years. So thanks to its strong brand, what you can say, identity, consisting messaging, and memorable marketing campaigns, the advertising. So the brand's reputation for quality, performance, and style has earned it a loyal customer base, and made it one of the most valuable brands globally. Then customer relationship. Nike engages with its customer through various channels, including retail stores, then e-commerce, social media, and sponsorships. So the brand, supports a sense of community also, and belonging among its customers also. So encouraging them to share their experiences and achievement through social media and user generated content. And also Nike has successfully expanded all over the world. The brand is very well known for athletics, footwear, including apparel, accessories, equipment, and even digital fitness platforms. They are very famous. So the brand's strong reputation and the loyal customers base have facilitated successful brand extension and diversification efforts. So Nike's branding strategy is characterized by its focus on authenticity, innovation, and inspiration. So by consistently delivering high quality products and engaging with its audience in a meaningful way, Nike has established itself as a global leader in the form of in the field of sports industry, and continues to inspire athletes and sports person around the world to just do it.
Hmm. You explain it clearly there. In the journey of lives, either in business or education or any other sector there, let's talk about, even if it is only because sometimes we need to think ahead. There will always be pros and cons, advantages and disadvantages, right? Okay. In terms of magic of market, let's start with that one. Is there any uh, any disadvantages or any challenge that one can go through, or one can face while building or while operating in that area of marketing? Is there any advantages or challenges?
Advantages I already explained with the
Yeah,
help of
yeah,
my
I mean
brand.
the
The
disadvantages.
disadvantages are like, while marketing offers numerous benefits for businesses, but there
Mm-hmm.
are also some potential disadvantages
Mm,
associated with
mm,
marketing efforts. Okay. These disadvantages can, vary depending on factors such as specific marketing strategies employed, or target audience, industry, and market conditions. So there are common disadvantages I can say in marketing, like cost. The first is very important: cost. So marketing activities can be expensive, especially for small businesses with limited budgets. So cost may include, advertising expenses, marketing research, hiring marketing professionals or some agencies, then promotional material you need. So failure to achieve desired results from marketing investment can lead to financial losses. So that is also a disadvantage. Then competitive pressure, that's also a big disadvantage. So in competitive markets, businesses must invest significant resources in marketing to stand out from competitors. Like in shoes, there are many brands like Nike, Woodland, and they are competitors. So this can lead to price wars sometimes, aggressive advertising campaigns you have to do, and increased pressure to constantly innovate something new and differentiate products or services. That's also a disadvantage, competitive pressure. Then customer resistance. Some customers may be resistant to marketing efforts, particularly if they perceive advertisement as intrusive, manipulative, or irrelevant. So overly aggressive marketing tactics can alienate customers and damage brand reputation. Then the fourth factor is negative publicity. So marketing campaigns can backfire if they are perceived as offensive, controversial, and inauthentic. So negative publicity also can tarnish a brand's image and lead to boycott or protest and harm customer trust and loyalty. Then legal and ethical issues, of course, marketing activities must comply with various laws and regulations governing advertising, consumer protection, privacy, and competition violations. Of these, all laws can result in legal consequences, fines, or damage to reputation. So ethical concerns such as deceptive advertising, then targeting vulnerable populations or exploiting culture sensitivities can also undermine trust and credibility. Then market saturation. In mature markets or industries with limited differentiation, marketing efforts may reach a point of diminishing return. So market saturation can make it difficult for businesses to attract new customers or gain market share, leading to increased competition and price pressure. Then ineffective targeting, as I discussed earlier, also you have to target your audience, your product or services. So if you poorly target or poorly targeting marketing campaigns can waste all the resources and fail to reach the intended audience. So inaccurate demographic or psychographic segmentation, ineffective media placements or misalignments, between messaging or and audience preferences can result in a low what you can say response rates and poor return on investment. For example, now in London, in winter, if you sell beach wears, then no one will buy. Okay, but in the winter, if you sell sweaters, sweatshirts, jackets, cozy jackets, then everyone will buy. So you have to be very careful about your what you are providing, when you are providing, how you are providing, and at the right time you have to give services and products. Then only your customers will buy. Then brand dilution, overexposure or inconsistent branding can dilute brand identity and weaken brand equity. So excessive discounting, widespread distribution or diversification into unrelated product categories can erode brand authenticity and confuse consumers. For example, Nike is famous for shoes, but someday if they sell mobiles, then no one will buy and they will lose everything. Okay, so they have to be very careful about what they want to sell. Okay, so they don't want to they it's very difficult that they have to be they have to be very careful about what they want to sell. Okay, because nowadays if someone is gaining more profit, they think that we can sell this also, we can sell that
Yeah,
also. No,
yeah.
we have to be very focused about our product and services, because if you focus on more things, then you will lose everything. So then these are the challenges, or what you can say, disadvantages. But despite these disadvantages, effective marketing remains essential for businesses to attract customers, drive sales, and sustain competitive advantage. So by carefully planning and executing marketing strategies, businesses can mitigate potential risk and maximize the benefits of marketing, what you can say, investments.
Wow. I'm writing. Maximize the benefit. Okay. Wow. You've said it all. You've said it all. And do you have anything to say to round everything up? Do you have anything
So
else that is in your
I
notes or somewhere or that just crop up that you want to say to us?
My message is that, anyone can do business and entrepreneurship. Nowadays, there is a need after COVID. Many people lose their jobs because of the pandemic. So
Mm.
my advice is, if you are working somewhere in some industry, so school, college, anywhere you have a job, but now you never know, something bad will happen to you, and again some kind of pandemic or uh, calamity. So we have to be ready with our, what can I say, other plan also, that you have to be, do some side business, so that if something bad happens with your job, then you have some investment, or you have some money to protect yourself and your family. So nowadays, we need more entrepreneurs. Okay, because entrepreneurship gives you a stability and power when it comes to pandemic calamities. So my suggestion is, if no doubt, if you have a if you are having good job, or you are doing well, you are earning well, but still you have to do something side business or something entrepreneurial project, so that for the future, for the good future. So that's my advice to all the business and marketing students, those who are interested, or those who want to do entrepreneurship or some business. Do it. And the most important is patience. So don't expect that, if I start business now, okay, tomorrow I will get this much profit. No, because you have to be patient. So the time will tell you that, okay, this much it's your profit, this much is your share. So you have to be patient in business and marketing also.
But
That's
Prof,
my
Prof,
message or
you
advice.
just nailed the point. The last point you made, it was you nail it. I have a question from that point quickly before you go. As a professor, okay, and you've been inspiring, teaching, lecturing, traveling all over, meeting so many students. What advice can you give that? Because you just nail it. What advice can you give those students that are still studying? Is it, like you said, that you need to, you said it for the employers, I mean, employees, those that are working. What about the students? Can they start thinking while they are studying? Can they still thinking while they are
Yes, yes.
studying how
Actually,
to become an entrepreneur? Or can
yes.
they, oh, that's one question. Then the second question, can they start anything at all within the time they are studying?
Yes, of course. In my lectures also, I always encourage students to do some, entrepreneurial projects, because and many of my students, they are doing. For example, one of my students, Amaya Ajgar. Okay, he is doing engineering second year, but he has his own company which provides, technical solutions to the related to the electronics. So he is earning, and he's studying also. Okay, then even myself, I when I started teaching at the age of 16, that time, my financial background is so poor. So for my higher education, we don't have money, and to support my family, I was doing part-time teaching, balancing my education plus teaching. So that was also one kind of entrepreneurial project, you can say. So and that helps me a lot in my career. So I always encourage students that your aspirations are your possibilities, so keep them as high as possible. Like instant coffee, there is no instant success. So you
Mhm.
have to work hard, work, and also work hard in silence. Let
Mm.
success be all noise. Then I remember my guru always say to me these kind of things, that like instant coffee, there is no instant success. So
Mhm.
you have to be very persistent, because
Mm.
persistence pays. It is always too soon to quit. So and also this is very important. When someone tells you it cannot be done, take it more take it more as a reflection of his or her limitation, not yours.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
these are the some mantras which I followed, and I always encourage my students also to do the same, so that they will also test the
Mm-hmm.
essence of success.
Wow, wow. Good advice you just gave to all our students all over the world. Because in the olden days, what we believed that time, maybe before I was born, because I'm still young, is that go to school, get a degree, get your certificate, look for a job. That is always the case at that time. But things have changed for the past few years now. Things have changed. So we can't focus only on what we've been learned and what we've been taught in school. So while you are studying hard to make that good grade, to pass your exams, you also need to be thinking creatively of what to do before you even finish your university, you know, because like you said in your own case, like your story, your parents are poor, were poor then. So you didn't really sit down lamenting, complaining. You understand? You channel your mindset, say, okay, yes, I can still use my skills to work for the government or work for the organization you're working for. And you can still use the same skills to help one or two people outside the classroom, isn't it? So that means you can do some after school, you can do some, maybe you are very good in maths and somebody is struggling with their maths. You can give them at your spare time, you can give them a little lecture that can earn you money.
You
Some,
have to you have to just find out what you have, something
yeah,
unique, because everyone
exactly.
has something unique thing. You just have to look at it and you have to channelize.
Exactly. Exactly. And also, you can even collaborate with your friends to do something. Because if we can remember, I don't know if you know the story of Facebook, the people that actually had the idea of this Facebook, they were students.
Yes.
They were students that time. So in their own dormitory, after the schoolwork, after the classroom, after all that, in their own dormitory, they gather together and start reasoning. Oh, we can do this. And then they put it. So while they are studying, they are also putting, look at Facebook. Facebook is everywhere now. Only happened because two students were thinking critically about this Facebook. Probably when they were thinking then, they didn't know that it's going to explode like this. It's just like a child play. Oh, let's do this thing together. Let's fix it. Let's see how it works. And then the rest is story, is history. So
So
that
that
is
means you have to do your work sincerely and with dedication.
exactly. Because while you are working for someone,
Everything.
like I always say, you were employed to solve a problem. So, and when you are solving the problem, be consistent in doing it. Because while you are doing it, new idea will drop into you. That's the way to do it. When you are sincere, you are honest, you are committed, serving others, that is where you will get more ideas of you doing something for the future. And likewise, also, even if you cannot create, you can also do some voluntary work within that period. Because, for example, no employer wants to employ, I don't know of other country, but the first question they will ask you when you go for job interview in this country, in UK, is, have you got experience? And that experience, I believe that is, if you really understand it, it's not really based on if you have experience in that particular job. It's any other experience they're expecting. As long as you are applying the skills, as long as you are using your gifts and your talent, it's an experience, isn't it, Professor? Oh, the internet is knocking Professor out. So that's kind of thing. So we need to be thinking more. We need to be thinking more than the position we find ourselves. Like I was asking you, Prof, I said, for example, if you have an idea and you're sharing it with your friends and you're working it together, you are gaining experience. If you have a gift, and you are using that gift, you are gaining experience. Am I right, Prof? Professor, am I right? If you have a gift, apart from you studying, you recognize your gift, you develop that gift and talent, and you apply it, and you are using it to solve problem, or you are using it to help others. That is part of experience, isn't it? So
Yes, it's
experience,
part of
exactly.
experience, and
So
that teaches you so many things, knowingly,
exactly,
unknowingly.
exactly. And by the time you start practicing what you know, using your gift and talent to solve problem, to help others, you are gaining experience. So when you go to for job interview and they're asking you, what experience have you got? You will be able to tell them, in so and place, I gained experience. So that means that we can do more than just studying. This is our Professor Patrick from India, and he is the best person to encourage all our students all over the world, to let them know that the more they are using their critical thinking to their critical thinking to to analyze what they are being taught, they can also use their creative thinking to find solution. And for you to be thinking in that area, you also need to be thinking about, what do you have? What's in your hands? What's your gifts and talents that you've recognized, you've recognized that you've developed it. And the other side, while you are studying it, you can apply it. Like, for example, somebody is in school studying maybe another topic, another for specialties, and the person knows how to plait hair. Do you know that alongside they can be plaiting hair and commercialize it, or monetize plaiting the hair while they are studying? So that is very important, that we start looking inside while you are still studying, because you never know which one will work for you. It might be the one that you studied, or it might be the one that you have developed. Yeah, the gifts and talents that you have developed. So it is so important. So I just want to say thank you so much, Professor. We really spent most of your time early in the morning. And Dr. Stephen Cameron joined us from Pakistan. Thank you so much. We thought we won't have anybody, but even some people joined on Facebook as well. I thought we will only be myself and Professor Patrick this morning. Thank you, Dr. Stephen. I know you came in, you join us at the latter bit of it. But even with the discussion, while we are discussing this, I believe that you've gained one or two things, even while we are discussing, because I know you missed out the first lesson and the first teaching. So do you have anything else to say before we close? Because Professor Patrick is the only speaker for us this morning, and we have to go to where we have to go to. So, Dr. Stevening, do you have any contribution or question? Okay.
Um, I think thank you so much, Professor Dr. Queen. I've learned something. I mean, the example you were giving of Facebook, that's a wonderful example. I mean that, initially it's an idea only, and but after that, when it becomes reality, it really becomes something very useful, and even so useful that the whole world actually, gets benefit out of it. Or but initially it's just an idea, or it's just something, which is in the brain of one people or two people. But after that, it becomes an empire. Like, we can see an empire like Facebook. We can see Google. We can see, Twitter. We can see Tesla. We can see a lot of, companies across the globe. I mean, initially those were just ideas, but then they got, good mentorship. They got good people around them, who shaped that idea into a big empire. And I loved it. I mean, whatever you taught, whatever I've learned, in a short period, short span right now, that was really encouraging. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Um, thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, on this note, we will need to end this program so that I can also quickly dash to church and pray to God. Because it's very important that we build our spiritual life as well as
Also, I
and
have started another meeting.
aha, so I can see because professor is very busy. So let's release you now. So we're just going to end up this program now. Thank you so much, Professor Dr. Patrick, for really, really giving us three massive opportunity to learn from you in three different topics for this mindset for transforming business and entrepreneurship masterclass. Thank you so much. I know that very soon again, probably next month, I'm going to be knocking your door again.
Sure.
Maybe by that time you are in China or Russia. But we will still find a way to connect with you.
Sure.
So thank you so much, Professor. We really appreciate you. Thank you. And thank you as well, Dr. Stephen Cameron, for joining us this morning. And also thank you so much from Facebook, Inga, Etok, Isaiah, and many other people. So thank you so much. So on this note, we would like to end this program. I'm Professor Dr. Patrick is one of our great ambassador, so he knows what we do when we finish up our program. And Dr. Stephen just newly joined us, so I'm just going to ask that question, simple, and then two of you will answer it, and then we end this project. Can I end this? Can I end this
Yes,
program now?
you. Yes, you can.
I didn't hear. I didn't hear Dr. Professor Patrick. Professor
Yes.
Patrick,
Of
Professor,
course.
yes.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
That's what I want to hear. So,
Yeah.
okay, let's do it together. Can we end this program now?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Thank you so much. God bless you.